It was a lack of rim pressure that really stuck out to me. And that is something that BuzzBeat has talked about going on for well over a year now when you look at the construction of this roster. Charlotte's three main players, LaMelo Ball, Brandon Miller, Kon Knueppel, the three guys that have, had the wheel for this league best offense in 2026 are all like perimeter heavy players. Miller and Ball are both on the skinnier side. They struggle to get to the rim and finish with efficiency. Khan has proven that he is more adept at that, better at it than, a lot of people probably thought he was coming out of Duke. But that's not really his game. I mean, he leads the league in three pointers. He doesn't lead the league in paint attempts. And although he's, again, an efficient player in the paint, that's not really where he wants to operate. That's not where Charlotte wants him to operate. They like to get him the ball on the move to make decisions, to find open teammates. And if that leads to him, if the right decision is for him to get to the rim and finish and score, then yeah, that's great. But again, not where he wants to operate first and foremost. So the lack of rim pressure really stuck out. Phoenix was playing very aggressive off-ball defense. I noticed Devin Booker specifically was playing with really good physicality when Charlotte put him into screening actions. He was trying his best to really blow up the actions before they started. He kind of set the tone for what Phoenix was doing all night. Charlotte couldn't free up their shooters off the ball. The screening actions weren't working because Phoenix was switching a lot on the perimeter, which led to Charlotte really needing to rely on somebody to create offense in one-on-one scenarios. And they were struggling to do that. I think LaMelo had a stretch in the third quarter where he was doing that well. He was getting downhill. He was touching the paint. He was finishing with those weird one-legged off-balance floaters. And he was kind of the Charlotte's best option for the majority of the game, getting downhill and beating Phoenix's pressure. But he didn't really have anybody, running with him doing that. Kobe White had a stretch in the second half where he was doing a good job getting downhill, getting to the basket. But I think Charlotte's lack of rim pressure, the Hornets' inability to free their shooters on the perimeter due to Phoenix's physical, switch heavy, really aggressive off ball defense was not necessarily a playbook that other teams can follow. I think we'll see that again in Portland tomorrow night because Portland has done that to Charlotte a couple of times in the last calendar year. If you remember when Charlotte lost by 40 or 50 in Portland last year, I consider that the worst game LaMelo Ball has played as a professional. He really struggled with Portland's physicality. And although Charlotte beat the Trailblazers in the Spectrum Center a few weeks ago, that's one of the worst offensive games the Hornets have played all year. You look at effective field goal percentage, Charlotte shot 50%. That's in the 24th percentile. They average, it was their points per 100 possessions, 111.6, 38th percentile. So that's a team that Charlotte has struggled with, and another team that played really aggressive defense on the perimeter that Phoenix kind of, matched that style last night in the loss for the Hornets.